Okay, so what's going on, guys? The gameplay in the background that you're going to be watching is, I think, like a 50 kill game with the Brecci shotgun in Black Ops 3. But anyways, we're not here to talk about the gameplay. We're going to talk about, is it possible for Call of Duty to come back? Now, this video I've thought about doing for a while. And I want to talk about what I think can bring Call of Duty back to the forefront. What I think can bring Call of Duty back on top. Now, for those of you who don't know, Battlefield wasn't always on top, you know, in terms of, I guess, as a game as a whole. You know, Call of Duty may top everything in terms of sales, but, you know, sales doesn't always mean it's a better game. Battlefield 1, I mean, it takes no, it's so common sense at this point, I guess you could say. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it all falls, you know, into opinion as to what game is better. But I think the vast majority would say Battlefield 1 is better than Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. It's just no question about it at this point. But I just want to talk about what I think Call of Duty can do to change that. Now, for me personally, and I think for a lot of people, Call of Duty officially died, I would say, in 2013. When they decided to release CoD Ghosts, I think that is where Call of Duty just plummeted. It's failed. It just went downhill from there. Before that, I enjoyed every other game. I mean, every other Call of Duty was enjoyable. Even Modern Warfare 3, which I know a lot of people would disagree with, I thought it was a pretty good game. You know, whatever. I thought it was a good game. You know, I just don't really... how do I put this? I just feel like I'm not the kind of person who really critiques games that much sometimes. You know, I'm a really simple guy, and every other Call of Duty has been so simple. And then once we got to Ghost, it's like it just failed because they tried to take that futuristic kind of like gameplay and they really tried to shove it down your throats. And I mean, Ghost wasn't that futuristic. It was kind of a mix between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, but after that, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare now, you know, they're really shoving the futuristic setting down your throat. I would say Black Ops 3 barely did futuristic right. I mean, they barely got it down right. Infinite Warfare, it's almost like you're playing Star Wars now. It's literally, the gameplay is, there is gameplay in space, okay? There is actual gameplay in space. That is crazy. You know, Black Ops 2, I think it did future right. I can't talk now. I think it did the futuristic setting right. There was no wall running. There was no jumping 50 feet in the air. It just did everything right. Now, what I think they can do to fix this is to go back to their roots. They need to go back to what worked. And what I think what really worked for them, you know, is just the boots on the ground gameplay. The gameplay where it's I'm on the ground, you're on the ground, we both go at it. Don't include any kind of wall running, any of that BS. Go back to your roots. And go back, I would say, to World War II. Now, I would say World War I, but right now Battlefield 1 is dominating that. Do something a little bit different. Go back to World War II. And first, start with the single player campaign. Now, I know, not everyone plays Call of Duty for the single player campaign. The vast majority play for the multiplayer, which, you know, is understandable. But just because the vast majority plays multiplayer doesn't mean you can't have a good single player campaign. So what I think they should do is make a single player campaign based around one character. Now, for some reason, well, I'm not going to say for some reason, I think I actually know the reason, but for the most part, whenever there's World War II stories or World War I stories in video games, they always feel the need to center it around multiple stories throughout the game. I think for this game, it should be based around one soldier. Give him a name, give him a first and last name, give him a backstory, give him reasoning, you know, behind what he is doing, and go from there. I feel like you should base a story, at least this game, base it around one character and go from there. I think that is a good starting formula for this game. So you have the single player campaign, put some actual time into it, and you know, that's another thing. Say what you want about Call of Duties every year, but their campaigns tend to generally get better every single year. I haven't played Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare, so I really can't touch on that. But the other games have been pretty good. Advanced Warfare was my favorite in terms of the campaigns, absolute favorite. But anyways, Have a story centered around one character. Make it a good, I don't know, how long are the campaigns? 8, 9, 10 hours? Make it around 12, 13 hours. Make it something pretty lengthy and pretty good. And then focus on the multiplayer. But of course, I know there's always two different teams working on single player and multiplayer. I get that, I understand. But I'm just saying, you know, put equal amount of time. Don't half-ass the story. Just don't. Make it a good story that people can remember. Make it a story that, if possible, well, I'm pretty sure it's possible. Make a story that will make you care about the characters like you do like The Last of Us or like you do Uncharted or something like that. Make memorable, good characters. Okay. Now, the multiplayer. Now, I feel like they really need to go back to their roots, and I mean really, really go back. I'm talking about make guns have actual recoil. Make it hard to use certain weapons. Make it, there needs to be a skill, like a skill, not a skill set, but like I guess a skill cap in Call of Duty where, okay, see, the thing about Call of Duty is that, you know, somebody who just picked up the game, let's say yesterday, and they've never played a Call of Duty game before, they can kill you. Okay, you know, by and large, you know, it's not a hard game to understand. They will most likely be able to kill you. Now, a game like Battlefield, the same thing can happen, but it'll be much harder for the newcomer. So I feel like Call of Duty needs to implement that. It needs to make it so newcomers get punished for not doing well. And I know you're probably saying, well, that's not fair to them. They should have some kind of advantage. Well, that advantage is getting better at the game, playing consistently. That's how you get better at any game. I mean, if you'll get good at anything you practice at. And I feel like Call of Duty for so long has always been about catering to the noobs and catering to the less fortunate players who really aren't that good. And for people who are relatively decent and actually really good at the game, they tend to get really shit on. That's why a lot of people don't like Call of Duty, because it's always, you know, there's always so much BS in the game. It's always unfair because of this, because of that. Somebody has an unfair kill streak they shouldn't have, you know, things like that. There needs to be some kind of skill set. You know, people who just pick up the game should not easily be able to kill me. That should never be a thing. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like specialists in Black Ops 3, because it is essentially a free kill. If you don't get a kill at all through the entire match in the game of Black Ops 3, if you use your specialist, you are guaranteed, if not one, a couple of free kills that you would not usually deserve. So that would need to go. Of course, in a World War II shooter, there is no place for specialists, but I'm saying there needs to be some kind of gap between the noob and the veteran. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be some kind of like gap in between the two. That way, people who are not that good, who constantly get shit on, they will play more to get better. And if they don't play more to get better, then they're just a quitter and they'll stop playing the game. And I mean, I guess you could say, well, maybe the vast majority would stop playing the game. I highly doubt that. Something just tells me that that will not be the case, because I feel like if they do that, that would give people more incentive to actually get good at the game. So there needs to be some kind of just some kind of skill gap. I'm not sure what the word is. It's on the tip of my tongue. You probably know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that's all I'm saying. There needs to be, you know, just give the guns more recoil. I mean, of course you can have kill streaks. You can do, well, I'm not gonna say go the whole 9 yards. The kill streaks that make sense, kind of similar to World at War and also Black Ops 1. A little bit of mix between the two. Of course, you won't have a UAV. You know, just make the game really grounded and really just in the ground, back to its roots, like I'm saying. Put the game back to its roots, and I'm pretty sure that it will be something that would actually sell. And also, don't do the $50 season pass. Nobody wants to spend that kind of money. I mean, that is almost $110, $120, because, you know, after taxes and all that. There's that what's it called? Deluxe edition, the digital, no, not the digital, it's the well, whatever. Pretty much do not include a season pass that is that expensive. I think they should go the route of at least $30, and then every 3 months they should make a map pack, or every 2 months, however they do it. But I feel like the overpriced, you know, map packs, they just need to go. But pretty much that's what I would do. I would just make a cheaper season pass. I would actually take my time with the gameplay, make sure it's right, make sure it's, you know, rooted to what it used to be back in Modern Warfare and Black Ops 1, you know, back to those days. And also give it a really good single player campaign, something that you can remember with memorable characters and just really good narrative and a good story. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you have any ideas of what you think can bring Call of Duty back to the forefront, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys later. So thanks for watching. Oh, and also, you enjoyed the video, I'm not sure if I said this, but if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Really helps the channel grow, and I will catch you guys later. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, have a great day.